Here's the story of a rude old brackie who was trying to survive impending doom. He decided he should live inside a cave hole, and tons of mobs decided they should leave there too. The Brackie Bunch, the Brackie Bunch. That's how they all became the Brackie Bunch. Well, hello, and welcome to, another episode of the Let's Play series where we are hiding here right behind the tree that will never grow, and we have big plans for today, actually. So, good morning, pal. Yeah, we still have to name him, but big plans for today. We're actually going to deal with that over there. I want all of this to be lit up. I want to actually, start decorating all of this, because now we have some resources that we can definitely use to, make it not look terrible as it does at the moment. Actually, I kind of had an epiphany of how I want to sort of decorate all of this. But first things first, let's try to get some torches, and let's actually start by, lighting up all of that up there. Are you in here? Have I been here, or is that another spawner? Could be another spawner. So let's finish the lighting up blaze. Oh yeah, and there's that thing right there. Because I definitely haven't done that. Damn it, I have. This is where I got the infinite water source. It would have been so nice to actually have another spawner. Caving, oh, keeping on caving. Keeping on caving. Finding some copper. Going down and going up. Gonna light this blaze with our torches. And up. And keeping Leo. And I think that one and this another corner. Keep on moving, son. Keep on keeping, but we'll keep on keeping until your pickaxe done. We'll keep on keeping, but you definitely don't have enough of coal. Doesn't have to rhyme, it's slam mumbling. What? Here? Wait. Well, we have lit up everything except for this bit. I'm actually hoping to see eventually one of those. So we can have a couple and actually start, healing our community, but, for the, unquote, kind of grand reveal, I am loving this space. So I'm actually picturing, sort of hallway over here, just tidy all of this up, and we're to go through that cave that actually connects the whole thing together. If I remember, going through this way, but we'll make it fancier, and eventually being able to make it over there. Because having all of that space, then that over there is going to be a problem. So we're going to need to mob-proof all of that, but it's sort of open space. So I don't know exactly how I should approach it. I definitely don't want lots of mobs just falling from, what will be, let me try to get there, because you'll see what is going to be the main room base. We made it to the other side. If you look right behind me, you can see the bamboo farm over there. Can assume that at that, under that that's the rest of the farms that we have been making. And actually, really like this part of the cave. Well, I love the glow squids just floating around doing whatever the low squiddy mind wants to do. And yeah, I really like how this is coming together. But, and as we jump in the water with our glow squids, to the other end, you see I have a ton of decorating to do. Actually, the big entrance, and that plan that we had for the entrance itself, with those pillars that we mentioned, and having that being the main entrance to the cave. We still need to tidy it up. We still need to get the pillars, and actually, right behind me, there's one thing that we can try to use. Because if you remember, there is supposed to be a spawner down that way. So what we are going to do is going to be we are going to actually get some deep slate. I don't want to use all my iron on it, so we're going to get stone picks and dig our way until, well, up to that spawner that we saw. So it's definitely going to take a while. I'm going to cut it from the actual video. But yeah, I'm going to start getting some materials and actually just using the excuse of getting to the spawner to get a ton of deep slate so we can start building. I'm going to need a little bit of planning on how I want to do this. So I could use this as the room to collect all the goodies that we're going to get from the spider spawner, or I could actually use this as the sort of killing room that was able to push the spiders this way with water, then putting them in a water elevator, and then getting them up to this point where I could just whack. But all the tidying, I want to actually do something else that I've been wanting to do quite some time, which is pick up our sugarcane. I don't know anyone that gets this excited about sugarcane. But no, we're actually going to start with the tidying up of this place. What I want from this is, well, we talked about the actual pillars, support and everything. So I'm coming up with sort of an idea. I have these stone bricks. I used all of the stone that I had and turned it into bricks. Because one of the things that I would like to do is to give this sort of going down bit. I want it to have a feeling. I want it to feel like it is natural, but also not. So the plan is going to be to replace all the diorite, granite, and wherever I find, replace it with those stone bricks, these stone bricks. And to do that, we're going to be using this scaffolding. So for example, let me patch this up real quick. And I'll show you what I would need like this thing to look like. So if we look at it from this angle, it should start looking like this part was sort of patched by me. The other problem that I found is that basically I'm almost out of stone bricks. So it's going to take a while until we actually do have the materials doing all this, but we have a ton of cobbled slate. I'm going to start doing the outlines of what will be pillars. This bad boy in here. We're going to make a mini smelter, and we're going to put it over here. Right, so for this, we're going to need, it's going to be one here and one here. So we're going to need chests up here, another here. So the next thing that we're going to do is get ourselves 4 hoppers. We're going to put them in these chests. So, and we're going to need 8 hoppers. And we're going to get add 1, add 2, add 3, add 4. So with this, we do have his system, by which if I take, say for example, 4 stacks of cobble here, all going to slowly get there. If I get, say, 4 blocks of coal, I'm going to be able to put this on the back, and there it goes, automatic. So before we actually start with decorating, I want to sort of set up the stairs at sort of the central point of all of this, of this entrance section. That is going to actually start over here. So we start placing stairs. And start going down. This way. What? That is going to come in handy. Is that... I think it's this chunk. Whoa. Want to put a wall here. But yes, it's going to be very, very good. So for now, well, we have actually sort of finished the staircase. It took a while. It took a very long while, but I'm kind of happy with, well, at least the flow of the stairs. It is a pain to get out of here, but in the end, it's all about, well, all of this, it's more about aesthetics, knowing that, well, we're not going to get out of this cave in a really long time. So for aesthetics, I'm pretty happy with what came about. Details, but yeah, one of the things that I'm going to have to do, and I definitely have to do it, is going to be to, as we said, remove all the diorite, granite, and everything that is not stony. And now that we have the staircase, it's a good time to actually start placing the blocks for the actual pillars are going to support the cave. So we're going to get into that. We're actually going to use all the deep slate that we got from, well, I was going to say the spider spawner, but it turns out that it's a slime farm somehow. So all that deep slate that we started using, we're going to, that we got, we're going to start putting it to good use. Oh yeah, and also the other thing that I thought was to actually stop the staircase over here and sort of blend it in this direction to link it up with that area over there. So having all the farms and all the mining up here, and then up there, and some more stuff. So let's jump into at least the pillar making, and we'll see how far we make it. Right, so pillars are coming along nicely, but sadly I actually ran out of deep slate, so I'm going to have to get some more from the spawner. Yeah, nicely we're going to actually have, instead of two, I'm thinking about having a third one in the middle to wrap around path to that platform over there. So let's keep on grinding. It's going to be a quite grindy episode, especially with the stone pick that I'm using for everything. Oh, hello there. Yep, let's keep on digging and let's see if we are able to get enough. Right, we're going to stake to put the pillar right there. I think if we keep up the greenery on this side with bamboo or the sugar cane, and the other side with the bamboo or sugar cane, I think it should be alright. Way too much deep slate to actually tear it down. Here. So I'm very, very happy with how the staircase came about. Let's go on a stroll all the way up the stairs and look at the magnificent pillars that actually took a really long time to build. But it's a nice way up, and it's a nice way up that we are actually never going to use. But yeah, I am actually very, very glad that I took out the big pillar that I did in the middle, and I think I found out which chunk was the slime chunk all along. Yeah, so yeah, now, well, we still have a little bit of work to do with the walls, a little bit of, we'd like to make it slightly prettier regarding the lighting, and yeah, and actually have some ideas for these long walls over there. I'd like to light up that sort of entrance, and as we said, the plan is to this point, then we're going to have sort of way around this sort of hill. Does it count as a hill if it's underground? But yeah, sort of wrapping around all of this and connecting with the other section. And we're going to deal with that little guy over there. Come here, boy. Ow. And I'm going to kill these little ones with saplings. In the meantime, the furnaces have been running. We have some stone and some copper shovel, and more. It's on its way. There's a ton of copper over there. And we do have a little bit, we did a little bit more grinding and got some andesite, so we can actually finish all of this right now. So let's jump into it. So a real nice round platform. We're going to complete the staircase going all the way down. And we're going to have some details using that deep slate or the leftovers from the staircase. Well, this shouldn't go like this. Yeah, it's definitely, I sort of lose the sight of the farms. At least it's not just one massive piece down there in the middle. It's something leading somewhere rather than just a massive pillar. But yeah, pretty happy with how it's coming around. Once we move the bamboo there, but yeah, from this angle, you can see it all if you catch the right angle. That's the big problem. Yeah, and also very happy with this right here. So yeah, and actually I'm going to do something that has been coming for a while, which is actually get obsidian. I think we dig right here. Yep. Staircase to under the farm we have lava. And we're going to very carefully try to get some obsidian. Actually, let's try this one thing. Completely safe. And any second now. There it is. Whoa. Way too much. Good. Smash. Anywhere without. Ooh. So we have finished the stairs. We have finished the pillars. we have tidied up the very bottom of the cave. We have made our entrance. We have got tons of deep slate, got tons of stone from our branch line that we made in the nook. We also tidied up and actually made the future entrance to the rest of the base. We tidied up everything to make this really nice round path to everything. We're keeping our farms area, we're keeping this guy right here with his company, and we have a ton of potential for expanding base. Over this area over here, small lake, that small cave over there. But all of that is going to be for the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you later. Bye.